Welcome to Quick Bite, your fast and friendly Florida insurance.
Hello. My name is Roshonda, agency owner of the Isom Insurance Group, right here in the Sunshine State of Florida. And welcome back to another Quick Bite episode, your fast and friendly insurance update. Today is Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025, and college football is back. Yay! Whether you're tailgating in Gainesville, making the trip to Tallahassee, or hosting a watch party in Miami, game day is here. And while you're cheering on your team, I'll help you protect your people, your wills, and your wallet. So the only thing you need to stress about is the scoreboard. If your Yeti cooler, your tailgate speaker, or even your truck gets dinged in a jam-packed stadium lot, which policy pays and how much? Let's kick off the season with a winning insurance game plan. Let's map out the biggest game day risks because, believe it or not, the most action doesn't always happen on the field. First stop, the parking lot. Nearly 1 in 5 claims happen there, from fender benders to hit and runs, and even gear that mysteriously disappears while everyone's focused on the grill. Stadium lots can be just as unpredictable as the game. Rivalry weekends like UF versus FSU make these hotspots even more chaotic. Now, let's move to the watch party. A guest trips over an extension cord, the grill flares up, or alcohol gets involved. Suddenly, you're not just hosting friends, you could be facing liability for accidents. On the road, travel brings its own risks. A rock trip on I-75 headed to the swamp might not look like much, but it can spread into a $500 windshield replacement. And add in breakdowns or rental cars, and many fans are surprised when their policy doesn't fully cover these situations. And finally, let's not forget the students away at school. Nearly 10% of college students report losing personal items each year: laptops, bikes, even scooters. Dorms may have limited coverage under a family policy, but once a student moves off campus, renter's insurance usually is required. All right, now let's talk about the real MVP, the coverages that can make or break your game day protection. Let's start with your auto insurance, since most of us are driving to the stadium. First up is comprehensive coverage. That's what protects you from theft, vandalism, or Florida's famous afternoon storms. Remember, a car is stolen every 32 seconds in the United States, and big stadium lots are prime targets. Then we got collision coverage, perfect for those crowded exits after a rivalry game, where about 14% of all accidents actually happen in parking lots. And in Florida, you can't ignore uninsured, underinsured coverage. With 1 in 5 drivers carrying no insurance, this coverage is your financial lifeline if they hit you. Finally, don't underestimate roadside assistance or trip interruption coverage. Imagine breaking down on I-75 headed to Gainesville, or better yet, to Doak Campbell. This coverage helps with towing, hotels, even meals while you're stranded. Now let's shift gears to home, renters, or condo insurance. Did you know personal property often extends away from home? That means your tailgate gear, the cooler, the TV, even the portable grill may be protected if stolen. Even more important is liability coverage. Whether a guest trips at your house or gets burned at your tailgate, that liability coverage is what steps in. And for parents, here's a big one: college students. If your child lives in a dorm, your policy may extend limited coverage. But once they move off campus into an apartment, they almost always need their own renter's policy. And from there, let's go bigger. Umbrella liability. Think of it as that bonus coverage that stacks on top of your other policies, usually starting at an extra 1 million. And with the average hospital stay costing more than 40,000 and lawsuits often reaching six figures, that umbrella can be the difference between keeping your savings safe or watching them disappear. And finally, let's cover some special game day situations. Renting out your home for that Florida State weekend, most homeowners policies won't cover that. You'll need a short-term rental endorsement. Cruising campus in a golf cart or a low-speed vehicle, don't assume your auto policy covers it. Most require separate golf cart insurance. And if you're driving for Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash on game day, your personal auto policy excludes it. Without a rideshare endorsement, you're out of coverage the second you go online to drive for those ride sharing. So whether you're behind the wheel, grilling at a tailgate, or sending your student off to college, the right coverage is what keeps you cheering and not stressing. Now, they call me the myth buster. So let's tackle some of the biggest game day myths, the kind of assumptions that can cost you thousands if you're not careful. First up, my homeowners covers car break-ins. Not exactly. If someone smashes your car window, the damage to the vehicle is covered under your auto policy. The items taken from inside, then that may fall under your homeowners or renters policy. Two policies, two deductibles, and a lot of people don't realize that until it's too late. Next, the rental car myth. My credit card fully covers rental. Credit cards often provide some protection, but usually only for vehicle damage. Liability, the part that covers injuries or damage you cause to others, is rarely included. And that's the costly part of any accident. Another big one, my personal auto policy covers Uber or Lyft driving. Unfortunately, that's false. The moment you turn on that app without a rideshare endorsement, your personal auto policy steps aside, leaving you uncovered while you're working. Parents, here's one for you. Dorm students don't need coverage. Coverage in dorms is usually limited and capped. Once your student moves off campus into an apartment, that family policy usually won't follow them, which is why renter's insurance becomes essential. And finally, watch parties are low risk. The truth, slip and fall claims average over $30,000. Add alcohol into the mix and your liability exposure jumps even higher. Or even an umbrella policy can save you from a financial nightmare. Here's the truth. Most of these coverages cost less than a night out. Renter's insurance runs just $12 to $25 a month, about the price of a pizza, but covers thousands in belongings plus liability. An umbrella policy gives you an extra $1 million in protection for about $500 to $650 a year. That's less than a weekly coffee habit, but it can save your financial future in a lawsuit. If you're driving for Uber or Lyft or DoorDash, a rideshare endorsement is only $10 to $30 a month, a small price for peace of mind. If you're hauling expensive gear like cameras or drones, scheduling them on your policy costs just a few dollars more. One last tip, Florida's free windshield replacement law change. Some carriers still offer it, others don't. Always check before heading to an away game. All right, team, it's crunch time. Here's your 2-minute drill so game day doesn't turn into claim day. Start with your auto coverage. Comprehensive, collision, and underinsured motorist coverage keeps you safe from fender benders, stolen vehicles, and uninsured drivers. Add roadside assistance so a breakdown doesn't leave you stranded. Next, property coverage. Snap photos of your tailgate gear, know your off-premise limits, and schedule high-value items like cameras or drones. For watch parties, liability is the MVP. One accident could cost you thousands. So an umbrella policy gives you extra protection. Travel and rentals, don't count on credit cards alone. They usually skip liability. Check your auto policy before signing at the counter. And don't forget your students and special situations. Dorms may be covered, but apartments need renters insurance. Golf carts, short-term rentals, and rideshare driving all need their own policies or endorsements. Keep this checklist in mind, and you'll be cheering for touchdowns, not worrying about claims. All right, team, that's your game plan for a safer, smarter season. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, share it with your tailgate crew, and subscribe for more quick bites. Need personalized help in Florida? The Isom Insurance has your back. Links are in the description. And remember, every policy is different. Always review your coverage and talk with your agent before making game day decisions. This video is for informational purposes only. Coverage terms and pricing vary by carrier, underwriting, and your situation. Always consult your licensed insurance agent for details on your specific policy. I'll see you next time. Go team. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Visit us at isomInsuranceGroup.com.